at the Wild West Shootout, Vado Speedway Park. What was the big reasons to come back this year?
I just had a really good time last year. It was a lot of fun. The racing was amazing, as everybody saw, and I didn't win. So I want to come back, try to win, and we came close a few nights last year. So and two, I mean, I just love racing, and it's been a month or so since I've raced. So that's as long as I go throughout the year. So I've been itching to get back in it. Haven't raced the late Model 2 since June. So I know Kevin's made a ton of changes to his cars. Since then, they've won, big race, Brandon Shepherd. So yeah, hopefully, whatever they've learned will, translate to Vado, and we can be faster than we were last year.
You're a guy that likes to do your homework. You like to study. How much have you watched last year's footage?
I've watched a lot of last year's footage, in just other years too, or the year before. So yeah, I don't know. I mean, I'm watching to study, but I'm also just watching because I love to watch racing. So yeah, just excited to be back. Excited to get some laps tonight, kind of hopefully knock some rust off, and see what we got for the rest of the weeks.
That race with you and Bobby on Sunday night, the finale last year. Anything as you went back and watched that footage where you thought, damn, I should have done this different, or do you think you laid it all out there?
No, I mean, there was just, I don't know if there was much I could have done different other than just like little mistakes, but just circumstances too. Like I would have a run, and then a lapper would be right there. So and two, I think our car wasn't quite good enough to like slide him and get off the corner. But it was a lot of fun. I felt like we put together some good laps there, Bobby and I both, and there was other races too throughout the 6 nights that were just as exciting. For my seat, me battling Jonathan one of those nights, it was a lot of fun. Again, throwing sliders at him, I just couldn't get off the corner like I needed to, but that was fun, because he was huffing and puffing after the race, and so it felt good. Even though he won, it felt good to kind of put him to work because he's used to winning races pretty easily, it seems.
You and Bobby watching those haymakers you threw at each other. I don't know that I see it. Rigsby told me to ask. Any little bit of a rivalry there with you guys? Because you're both mashers, you're both in it to win it. Everybody is, but you guys go really hard. Do you feel like there's any rivalry between you two?
I don't think so at all. No, I mean, we've always raced really well together. So I feel like to have a rivalry, you have to have like a run-in or an altercation. So no, I don't think there's any rivalry. I think Rigsby's just a media member who tries to stir the pot a little bit, but yeah, it's I always enjoy racing Bobby because most late model drivers, they're all really smooth and technical and really good at just like running through the middle and stuff. Where Bobby and I have very similar driving styles, and there's a few others that run really hard. So when you can be battling a guy like that up front for the lead, it's a lot of fun. I think back to the PDC when I was able to edge him out, and then racing here last year. We've had some good races. I'm sure we've had some other good ones along the way as well. But yeah, I enjoy watching him. I don't get to race late models a lot, but he, in my opinion, is the most fun to watch for sure because he hangs it out there and like I said, we have similar driving styles.
Give me a few thoughts. When you look at the late model world, when you think of the late model world as both a guy that drives and now a promoter, what do you see? What sticks out to you right now?
Just really good racing, really competitive. You have a lot of money out there to be won, a lot of big races. I mean, when you get to May or on, and it seems like there's big races every week. So that's fun. The 2 traveling series have a lot of cars following them. You see the Lucas Oil side is trying to kind of reinvent the wheel a little bit with their chase format, which I think the competitors probably don't like it, but I think it adds storylines throughout the year, which is good. So there's a lot of good things, but I think the money, especially, and just the competitive racing. You look at Bobby and Ricky last year dominating both series, but really just dominating the whole year as a whole was really cool to see. But it was kind of boring to watch them win all the time. But I did enjoy when Ricky had to start in the back, at a handful of those races.
You knew he was coming to the front.
Yeah, I mean those were really fun races to watch. But no, late models are they're cool. They're really unique vehicles, and I haven't quite figured them out. So that's what I think keeps me entertained enough to want to keep running them.
Very last thing, High Limit Sprint Car Series. Talk to me about it. What's got you excited? What's got you stressed? What are your thoughts right now as we get ready for the season to kick off?
Well, I think there's a lot to be stressed about. That the holidays just came at the worst time. we're only like a month away from racing, and it's like with the holidays, everybody takes like 2 weeks off. So you kind of get behind and all that. And then you got Chili Bowl. A lot of our guys, Brad's in Australia, Mike Hess is running Chili Bowl, Wacopedia's at the Chili Bowl. So it's just a crazy time of year right now. But I'm excited to get to East Bay, get racing, and just kind of let everybody see what our vision is and trying to build from that. So a lot of great race car drivers have signed on. A lot of drivers I did not expect to be sign on to run a full national series. So I think there's a lot of stars to be made in our series, and I'm probably most excited about that. But also the racing, the big races, adding $100 grand to Gold Cup, making that 100,000 win. Skagit Nationals paying 100,000 win. Eldora, all of them. There's so many big races to be ran if you're a high limit guy this year between high limit and outlaws. So yeah, I'm excited for it all, but yeah, you can't deny you're probably a little bit stressed when you really think about it.